This is Jonathan St. James, and you're listening to The Truth is Still Straight podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Jonathan St. James, and once again, The Truth is Still Straight podcast. All right, and before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to my co-hosts who are not here this evening to be on the show, and that is Dawn M. Kane, LaDonna Marie, Donnie St. James, and Jim. Thank you for not being here. Boo, 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 boo. Now I want to give a shout out to those who are supporting, liking, subscribing, and listening or watching the show, and that is Pedro Falcone, Tatiana Cruz, Lee Jones, Tessie, Sister Millie from the West Coast, V, Mr. Wilkes, Mahir, Milton Gonzalez, Beverly, Snotty, Reggie, Courtney, Kaylor, RJ, Latoya, and Shelia. Thank you for supporting the show. All right, so I'm about to get into this Kevin Samuels reaction, and this is via via Instagram Live, and the name of this particular video is called "Cheating Women Upset." Cheating should be woman. Cheating woman upset. She keeps attracting narcissists. And this is definitely...
This is a certified hood classic.
All right, so we're about to get that ball rolling right away. And then we can get the show on the roll with this reaction and be on our way.
I'm not one to blame the guy. But my problem is that I tend to attract narcissists.
Oh, hell no!
And I'm the complete opposite of a narcissist. Like I'm a very caring,
Oh my.
very empathetic person.
Sure.
Yet I keep attracting unavailable men.
Sure.
Like constantly.
When's your last relationship?
Real one, 4 years ago.
I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I'm not believing the story so far. She's talking about attracting narcissist men, but I'm beginning to suspect she herself may be a narcissist, and we'll see shortly if she is a narcissist or she is a victim that falls prey to narcissism. Let's continue.
4 years ago.
Yes.
How long did it last?
It lasted 3 years.
Was he a narcissist?
No.
Why'd you leave him?
Emotional damage. Well, let's just say it didn't work out because I messed up. I was the one who messed up.
Stupid. What does that mean?
I cheated.
So you're coming on and you're playing the violin to get everybody's feelings involved. Poor empathetic girl who attracts the bad guy who's a narcissist.
Right.
But then when you asked a few questions, you had a relationship with a guy for 3 years that you cheated on.
Yep.
How dare you?
I did. And I regret it.
And you left him.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you leave him for?
At the time, my excuse was that I was
son,
bored.
where'd you find that?
Oh, okay.
And I know I'm literally saying, like, I'm
bored
speaking the truth.
Bored is the reason a lot of women leave. But see,
that is.
So honestly, what men hear is there's no reason to be a good guy because
yeah,
you know, when I was a good guy, women left me. But when I became a player, We have those problems.
It's ass backwards, I know.
But the thing is, my issue with what you did is you came in with the victim card.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at is, so you claim that you're attracting narcissists, but you're not one. The problem that I have with that is that you say that you're not a narcissist, you're empathetic and all these things, but you left your first boyfriend for kind of being a narcissist, right? Because what you say, I was bored, so I left.
How rude.
Yeah. So let's continue and let's see what else she says.
Oh, I was coming in currently now what my issue is now. Because that was 4 years ago. My issues now are different.
You know what karma is?
Yes. And I do believe in it and I understand
that. That's not your issue. It's just your karma.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't come in with that.
So when does karma end?
I don't know. Ask the universe. This is why I don't fuck with karma. So I leave it alone. That's why I stay on the good side.
True.
Because you don't get to turn it off just because you're tired of it.
That's true.
Right.
But I believe in.
Well, I don't care what you believe in. The universe got its own scales.
Yep.
That's true. So
the guy you cheated on, where's he at?
Me and him are actually friends. We talk, we speak, but it's nothing. We're cordial, I guess. I don't know if you say we're friends, but we're cordial.
That's the word you used.
Right.
After you cheated on me, how did you apologize to him?
It wasn't until
hold the phone still.
Yeah, I hate when they do that.
It wasn't until probably like last year when I got repeatedly used and hurt.
Okay, so
she got what she get.
You left this guy, what, 5 years ago? 6 years ago?
It's 4 going on 5.
So you broke somebody's heart and cheated on them. And then you didn't apologize to them until years later after you got, and you wonder why your karma's not clean yet?
Bruh.
Well, a lot of people don't realize what happens to them until they get hurt or until.
That's true. That is true. And that's why I always tell people in relationships, you should always reflect in your current relationship.
Aha.
Yes, because the problem with that is, like she said, when people do things, they often don't know that they're doing it. And the reason why they don't know is they don't reflect on who they are and who the other person is. So things go wrong. They only look at what the other person is doing. And the problem with that is you can be the villain too, or you can be the villain solely because of the way that you're moving. And it sounded like she's saying she made the mistake in her actions. So,
message.
Let's continue.
The question I asked is, you wonder why your karma not clean yet? You apologized 1 year ago for something that happened 5 years ago to somebody you were involved with for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You may have another 7 or 8 years of this.
Yep.
Because of karma.
That's karma. See,
well, karma
because the funny thing is, if we flip this and we put it on the side and said, you were a man and what you did to a woman, women will be outraged.
Yeah.
You cheated on her because you got bored. They want to burn you at the stake. And then they're like, what, you didn't apologize for 5 years? I hope he died by himself. He did that for that 5 years and got the nerve to say that they're friends. And that person, hey man, look.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I sure did.
Unfortunately, I got news for women all around. You don't get, I don't know why you ladies feel like you're going to get second, or third, or fourth, or fifth chances.
I agree with that.
So are you saying I'm going to be single for
Now, how can I say that definitively? But what I can say is that you guys don't get infinite chances.
I don't think anyone does. It all depends on the universe, like you said, right?
No. Here's what it depends on. I want to say this. The world has told you, ladies, that you can move through life like men, and you can't. We're different. And at 31, you met that guy and y'all were together for 3 years. So y'all started dating when you were 24?
Mhm.
Yeah, mid-20s.
Yeah, that should have been your husband. 70 years ago, you'd have married that guy and you'd have been on off with another life. That was your man. You would have had him for 50 years. Got news for you, ladies. Just because we don't call it anything different, when you meet him early and you're with him, just because you ladies don't have what it takes to go the distance, doesn't mean that the universe or men are just going to say, you keep getting men. No, that was your guy. That's how it works. That's how it used to work anyway.
Yeah.
And your life is telling you this. Because
She
since
belongs
that
to the
person,
streets.
you've had failure after failure after failure after failure, and it's not getting any better.
I agree with that. I just want to stop it right there because what he said makes a lot of sense. And the problem that a lot of women run into when they do these kind of things, they think the grass is green on the other side, and it's often not. So I'm pretty sure she's like, finding someone is pretty easy to do. And, I'll just meet somebody and move on. But the truth of the matter is, it doesn't always work out that way. And the truth of the matter also is not every guy that's looking at you is looking at you for the right reason. So that's the point that we need to make clear in this situation, because she didn't realize that she wasn't going to meet the next person that was better than the last person. And now she finds out the truth.
Our forebears knew better than we did. They got married early and didn't try to get out of here and think they could have a bunch of relationships and casual sex and do shit. They went on about life.
Yeah.
And women realized that, you know what? You can't get out here and just throw your kitty out around town thinking that you're going to be fit for another man.
Yeah.
Get out of the comment section.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but so right now,
everything that comes before but doesn't matter.
That's true.
Okay, so what do you suggest I do? Right now, I'm not dating anyone. I'm single. I'm not even talking really to anyone. I'm just.
What's your therapy?
What is really to anyone? What does that mean?
You stupid.
Yeah, because I don't know what that means. Not really talking to anyone. You're either talking to someone or not talking to someone. So, not really sounds like a filler word. That's kind of like when women, they're talking about men to their man or a guy that's interested in them. And instead of saying he, they'll say they. Oh, I was talking to them, rather, not they. They're like, oh, I was talking to them on the phone. You ain't talking to them. You're talking to a person. Is it he or she? Well, you know what I mean in general. So let's continue on.
How long have you been in therapy?
Honestly, I'm not in therapy anymore. I was. I took a break from it. I took a break. It's not like I'm not going to go back.
Why?
I took a break.
Why?
Why did I take a break? It was giving me a lot of anxiety, honestly.
Really?
Right.
So it'd be like an obese mother sucker taking a break from personal training because they got anxiety.
I mean, I believe in breaks. It's okay to take a break.
You know what? The things you believe in don't seem to work too well.
That is true.
I think my break is working out well for me, actually.
Okay.
I'll go back. I'm just taking a break.
All right.
Intermission.
So, okay. Again, life on your terms, doing what you do. This is another problem with modern women. You're in charge of your own life. So when it's chaotic and hectic like this,
Oh my God.
you decided when you're in therapy, you decided when you're out, because it's giving me anxiety. What gave you anxiety? The fact that you got to do some shit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you a different example. Let's take it away from you because it's getting too personal. I don't think you can hang with this. I don't think you can hang with this level of truth. Let me give you something you can't hang with.
Okay.
Heroin addict, alcoholic.
Hmm.
I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Yeah, I agree with that. So I just want to stop it there because I think it's always important when he does try to take it away from the person specifically, because sometimes they can't look at themselves when they're in the description. And I find that a lot. I find that when there is a debate between men and women, a lot of times when the debate is in general, some women make it specific and talk about them. Just had a discussion on social media the other day about that. We're talking about women approaching men, because there was a woman who basically made a post on social media talking about that women should approach men more. And women was like, oh, I'll never do that. And, oh, I never had to do that, and things like that. And I think they missed the point of being approaching men, because approaching men doesn't necessarily mean you have to go up to a man and ask them out, but for the mere fact that you can go up to them and be social and give them social cues that you might be interested, and they can give you the cue. They can take the cue and use that to create an establishment for relationships, a foundation, will you? So, yeah.
Put you in detox and rehab. 7-step, got you clean, but now you need to work the 12 steps. Are you still in therapy? No, I quit after step 2. Why? I just took a break. So you're back to drinking and drugging. Yeah. Why? The programs just give me anxiety. So you're back to the drugs. Yeah. I'm going to go back to the program, but I'm just going to shoot a little heroin. I'm just going to drink a little bit. Okay.
That doesn't equate to me.
No. Let's do this in another way. You're in college. All right. Well, there's a degree plan, and it has all these hours. So you got to go through. But you took a semester off? Yeah. I'm going to go back. Why? I need a break. All right. But how many semesters you going to take off? I've been off 6. But I'm going to go back. Yeah.
I have gone back. You don't know my pattern of
I don't care about your pattern. I don't care about your pattern. All I care. Okay, this is where put your dick up. Put your dick up. Too many of you women come in and get your masculine energy. And see, you asked my question.
And that's how she ends up with the guys that she ends up with. Of course, when you're not easygoing, and I always say this, if you're not easygoing, you're not sociable. You're not easy to approach, then you will get the narcissist type, right? Because narcissists don't care. They'll push right through all the crap that you give them because they want to get what they want. And that usually ends up in disaster. And that's what she doesn't realize. Let's continue.
And I'm telling you,
I'm listening.
what you're doing is not working. And all it takes to really get you off a little bit is to trigger you. And here it comes. Go back and watch this. Man, what you're doing isn't working. You came in like the victim. The problem in my life is I keep attracting narcissists.
Facts.
I'm an empathetic, caring person. Virgin Mary on the cross. But I'm sorry, boo. That ain't what's showing right now.
So how should I approach it first?
That's not no dog. That's family.
Yeah. So let's hear what Kevin says. Well, I'm going to give my thoughts on that. And again, I always say this, you need to be approachable. You need to engage the man that you want and give him the opportunity to let you know he wants you. And I will say the best relationships or interactions I've had with women are the ones who gave the social cue that I can talk to them further on, more, create a foundation and build. And they did that not by saying they were interested in me, but by engaging, talking, smiling, doing those type of things, and we move further from there. So she didn't have to say, let's go out on a date, although I have had that happen in my life. But the reality of the matter is she didn't have to do all those things. All she had to do was say, oh, hey, how you doing? And, start up a conversation, or not even, or just smile to let a conversation occur, or, something, a social cue that allowed me to approach and start a conversation, stimulate, then get a phone number, then graduate to going out and then having a relationship. So, yeah, let's see what else she has to say.
Talk to it, discuss it with your therapist.
He rather.
Because you're not equipped to be in charge of your own healing.
So working on myself and my son, and kind of just not talking to anyone.
What?
Myself and my son.
A son.
Your son too?
Yes.
Where's your child's father?
Damn, son, where'd
away.
you find this?
Sorry to hear that. Was it before the guy you cheated on or after?
After.
Got him!
So I'm not doing like you said.
How old is your son?
So he's 8.
Yeah. Ma'am.
Oh my.
Yes, sir.
You had a good man.
I know.
And
that's why I said I don't.
Since that good man, listen. Since that good man.
Yeah.
You've made a child out of wedlock.
Yes.
And a bunch of damaged, chaotic relationships.
Yes.
You've been in therapy, but decided to take yourself out because it gave you anxiety.
Yes, anxiety is a real thing.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit about your anxiety. I care about your son.
Yeah.
It ain't about you. It's about making a better role model for him.
Yeah.
Because you decided to bring another life into this world, so it ain't about you.
Yeah. So go back to therapy.
Sure.
Okay. I'll go back to therapy.
I mean, I don't really, what I'm saying, the woman I'm talking to right now, you're not really cut out for a relationship.
Because of something that happened in my past? 3 years ago?
That's part of it. But I think I'm pretty decent at reading people. And what I've put together so far, man, the way you told your story is troubling.
Can you
that's why I don't think I'm ready for a
suckers?
relationship either, which is why I said I'm not. I'm
Well,
choosing.
why
I
you
say
don't
the
think you're ready,
future!
but why you don't think you're ready is different. You don't think but you came in saying your problem with relationship is not you. It's these narcissists.
Yeah.
No, that was just the first thing I said. I said I know it takes 2 people in a relationship, and I don't blame the guy. I know that it's me too. That's what I said. So I know it's things that I have to work on myself as well. And I understand why I keep attracting these type of men, and why I was.
I don't know why you're still friends with the guy you did that way. Typically, those are.
He knows I have a good heart. That's why.
Oh shit.
He knows I'm not a bad person. That's why.
If we were to flip this and make it a man still being friends with a woman he dogged out, they would say he's using her.
Aha!
Who would say that? Society?
The world would say yes, because he would be.
That's why I don't go by society standards.
All right, I'm done.
All right, that's pretty much the end of the video. So I can bring it back to scene here. All right, folks. So you heard what she was saying there. And we know what time it is. It is time for what? It is time for the braces. Relationship braces. Bringing hearts together. One heart at a time. Woman who attracts narcissists. what could I tell you about what you need to do that could help you find love in the future and add to what you're looking for in love? Well, here are the braces for that. So the first idea is, again, he is right. You should go to therapy because there's a reason why you're attracting those kind of men. And maybe you just, and even if you don't go to therapy, maybe if you just, if you decide that you would go, you would reflect, write down, make a journal, and figure out what it is that you're doing, what it is that they're doing to you, and why it's happening the way that it's happening. And that's my thoughts there. And those are the braces. Those are not the braces. Those are the braces. I almost got right back into the braces again. But again, this is the Truth is Still Straight podcast. This is your host, Jonathan St. James. And in the words of Kevin Samuels,
The better question is, why can't you get a guy on your level?
and
That's why you will buy a dog and die alone.
and lastly,
You're average looking at best.
and with that being said, this is Jonathan St. James, and it is the Truth is Still Straight podcast, and I am out.